Good morning, everybody. This is Learn with Tisa, and today we are going to learn SketchUp, the SketchUp app, and 3D modeling of it. So let's get started. So what is this SketchUp? SketchUp is a 3D modeling app that is available online and offline too. So it is owned by Trimble Navigation, and if you want to install it, then you can use the online app for free, or you can buy it for permanent use as an app with full options. So let's go to SketchUp app and see how to 3D model and learn the interface. So I just opened the SketchUp online app. This is the online app and this is the interface you can see. So right here in the top we have untitled, save, those buttons, and if you go to these three lines you can see home, new, export, the save options, and we can see here the select option. If we click that, we can see select and another option lasso tool, which I talked about in the previous video. Then we have the eraser tool, which we can erase. Then we have the paint bucket tool, paint, and there's also the eyedropper tool, which we can take a color from the background and use the paint bucket tool to fill it. Then we have the line tool and the freehand tool, which makes us draw. Then we have the arc tools, which let us draw arcs. Then we have the shape tools, which we have rectangle tool, which allows us to do rectangles. Then we have inside rotated triangle. Then we have circle tool, which let us draw circle objects. And then we have polygon tool, which let us draw hexagon like shapes. And then we have 3D text, which let us put text. Then we have the push pull tool. Here in the next area we have the push pull tool, which let us convert a 2D object to a 3D object by pushing or pulling. Then we have the follow me tool. Then we have the offset tool, which lets us make an outline out of this shape. Then we have the outer shell, the shell tools. Then we have the move tool, which is pretty obvious. It lets us move and copy. Then we have the rotate tool, which lets us rotate objects. Then we have scale tool, which lets us scale objects. Then we have tape measure tool, which lets us measure the length or the width or the height of a 3D model in SketchUp. Then we have dimensions, these tools. Then we have the protector tool, which lets us select the angle. Then we have this walk tool, which lets us discover the 3D model by just like a man walks. Then we have position camera, which lets us change the position of the camera. Then we have look around tool, which lets us look around. Then we have orbit tool, which is very important because orbit tool lets us change our camera view to any side, so we can inspect the model properly. Then we have the pan tool, which lets us change the camera view, but it only goes horizontally and vertically. Then we have the zoom tools. So those are the tools. So let us see how it works. For using these tools, I am going to create a house first. So at first I am going to first move the camera view with the orbit tool, then the rectangle tool. So I'm going to draw a rectangle as the base. Okay. Now we can use the tape measure tool also if you want to measure like this, just like this. It shows that it's 9 feet and 11 3/8 inches. You can just measure like this, which is very useful. Then we can use the push pull tool, or if you want we can use the offset tool to draw a bit of an outline just like this, and then we can use the push pull tool to drag it upwards. So this is a basic 3D rectangle or a cuboid. Then we must then use the in a house we can just create like this and move it, or we can just create just like this also. Just we can draw a line and we draw a line and we can separate it and draw and push full tool these two, or we can use the move tool to create a slope like edges on both sides. So I'm gonna show it how to do it. First we must change the camera view, then we can use the move tool to make it upwards. Now it is fully grown upwards. It's just like a house. If we use the orbit tool and move like this, you can see it. We can weave the house in all sides. So basically then we need to have some windows and doors. So then for an example, for a window, the first large window, I'm going to use this circle tool to draw it here. This is the first window. Then we can use the door, which is obviously a rectangle. Then we can use side windows if you want. For this I'm going to use side windows from another shape. We can use polygon and draw just like this, hexagon like tools. Then the other side. Then we have windows and doors and fully done, but it's still not done. We have to like paint the house. Then we need to paint this house. So then first we need to select the paint bucket tool, and then as you can see there are a bunch of options here. From here we need to select this option. As you can see, materials, select that option, and you can see there are two: home, in model, and this search. So we need to go search 3D house. Then we have it comes a bunch of options like this: 3D print, asphalt and concrete, brick cladding and siding, just like that. So at first we need to make the walls. So we can use brick cladding, siding. Very nice. You can select any of these. For now I'm going to use this stone brick. Look at that, very beautiful. So then I'm going to use this for the sides as an example, and then for the back I'm going to use this. So then it's fully Still not done. Then we have to paint the door. So to paint the door, we can use wood because doors are made of wood. This wood option. I'm going to use this type of wood to paint it. Alright. So then we need to paint the windows. But instead of painting it with blue color, we can use glass and mirrors option. So if you scroll, we can see window coverings option below the water option, which we can put any kind of water like surface. I will show a water thing. As you can see, when we put water, it's just like water. Let me undo it, and then we can use window coverings, but I'm going to use glass and mirrors. I'm going to use this kind of mirror, then orbit the other windows. Alright, the other window. So you can notice that when we paint the windows, it's fully transparent, the shape. If you rotate and see, it's fully transparent and with blue color, which is pretty amazing actually. Then we need obviously to roof. There's a option called roofing. We can use this type for an example. Okay, then I'm going to put the other part. Perfect. You can see it's a fully completed house. I'm going to show you around. This is the first part, the big window, the wall. Then we have the second part, the bricks, the roof, the wall, the window. Pretty nice. Then we have this, the back side. Wow. This is a completed SketchUp project. So you can try this at home. You can try this at home and you can make any 3D model out of this SketchUp. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe my channel. Please like the video and share this video with others to share your knowledge about SketchUp. Thank you and see you in the next video.